Welcome. You have reached review time with Imperium. Today's review will be Snowfall, Season 5, Episode 3. Let's get into it. So this was a decent episode, still building. You had Franklin bringing it up to having a meeting amongst the minds of the group, telling everybody that Reed is back. He wanted to be called Teddy, and Grady disappeared. And so Franklin is trying to now use his mind, how he's going to operate now with Reed. He did reach out to Reed to meet and pretty much wanted to know what Reed did with his father. Now, we haven't seen, they're going to keep probably drum this up, season theme, did Reed kill Alton or not? And for some reason, they could have just did that. I think Reed, he sent Alton on a mission, or he relocated him either way. Because when Franklin talked to the mom didn't seem worried. She seemed just happy to speak to Franklin. And Alton, if Alton was dead, you think she would be more distraught, whether it's a year or so later or not. Meanwhile, it was the return of Scully, and they let Scully come in with the extreme introductory quoting Bible scriptures, and after quoting Bible scriptures, chopping people with his biblical messages. And so his right hand man met up with Aunt Louie, pretty much told her that they were supposed to get a cheaper price. Of course, Reed ain't willing to give cheaper prices, so Franklin told everybody they got to keep the same price. So their right hand man pretty much told Uncle Jerome and Aunt Louie he not gonna like this, and tomorrow's his daughter's birthday, and y'all better hope he having a good day. So he met up with Scully and Uncle Jerome. Scully, Uncle Jerome, and Aunt Louie met up, and he was demonstrating again and pretty much said, y'all need to honor y'all deal. Y'all owe me. Honor is everything. And so after that meeting, Uncle Jerome pretty much said he's going to implode, and it's just a matter of time. Basically, they start thinking of his number two. He's going to want to step up. So they set the ploy with Diamond, I forgot the other stripper girl name that they had, and call him to one of their marquee girls. And when they called her in, she gave a private dance to the right hand man. I think his name was Mello, and he was only in here short lived anyway. So she did a private dance, but he was blowing money. So they see that was their angle, and so it dips back to Franklin meeting up with Gustavo for the drop off and the switch for the money and the cocaine or whatever. And Franklin wanted to ask, because Reed was a good guy to, I'm not Reed, Grady was a good guy to Gustavo too. So Franklin is like, well, it don't seem like he got personal and a business out here. Why would he leave like that? And so Gustavo just kept it innocent in general. And Franklin eventually caught on that Reed was listening somewhere, because he picked the exact location. So Franklin, a couple days later, came up into the spot where Reed was, just to confirm that was Reed out there listening. And he seen dust in the area to confirm the footprints. Meanwhile, you were seeing in the first two episodes, you seen this summertime, and Peaches got a cold. So at first I kept, everybody kept looking with the sniffles or whatever. Franklin looking at was he getting high, because it was showing everybody around is getting high. So he on it again, but they're highlighting all things that was starting to happen around in the 80s. So what they're touching base with Peaches, in my belief, is that they're touching base with Peaches that he got HIV, and that those symptoms that he's demonstrating is HIV, and or it could be AIDS, but I'm thinking that HIV is what they're promoting with Peaches. You know, Peaches been a ride soldier, so you know it's the countdown for that. In my opinion, that's what Peaches has. He has the HIV, and that's why he keeps sniffing like that and got the symptoms of a cold and all that type of stuff. So they highlighted on that. Franklin's girlfriend, and she's a slash lawyer, put the paperwork bid in to get that building they keep talking about. It's gonna be interesting to see if they see that play out, where they actually see Franklin become a boss, or they let that deal fall through. From there, Scully's right hand man pretty much was willing to cross Scully, and so they set Scully up. Scully goes to a hood psychiatrist, or no, not psychiatrist, psychic, and Aunt Lloyd bribed her with money so they can run up on Scully. And when Scully came in, they pointed a gun to him, and pretty much he said, "I knew y'all wasn't loyal." So when Scully's right hand man met back up with Aunt Lloyd, they told him they did, they pretty much did the do, and they had Scully's chain that he wore around his neck for his daughter, and he said, "Well, pretty much, it's gonna take a while to take the throne, but give me a couple weeks." Scully came out of nowhere. Aunt Lloyd and Uncle Jerome showed their loyalty, and Scully appreciated. Of course, he killed his right hand man and grabbed the other two of his cronies that was with him. Told Aunt Lloyd pretty much, told her that, pretty much he's okay with the price, and left the money there. And I first, for a moment, for a split second, I thought they was going to, and I thought that would be a wasted character, because they could have just killed him last season, but so they didn't. Meanwhile, you have Franklin meeting up with Aunt Lloyd, Uncle Jerome, and they still talking prices and stuff, and pretty much they're telling him that he shouldn't be underneath the gun with Reed, and pretty much I feel that too. Like, but they're still writing the storyline from real life, and it's flipping some things to the show. And at that moment, Franklin just splat out and pretty much told him, stop talking to him about prices and stuff like that. That's the way it is. Just the only way it's going to keep us alive is making money. And the minute that runs out, we're gone. And pretty much Franklin, once again, reiterates he doesn't mind. He going to do whatever possible and not let anybody get in his way. And he barked at Aunt Lloyd. Now, last season, Uncle Jerome beat Franklin up when he tried to fight him. So I don't know if Franklin ready for another beating down or not. So you thought it was going to get tasty, but he was pretty much spazzing out on Aunt Lloyd, because pretty much she wants to be like the queen. So like I said, once again it reiterates and shows the love bond between Aunt Lloyd and Uncle Jerome. And I keep reiterating, one of them will not make it out this season. But they two dope characters. Maybe it still is too early for either one of them to die, because it's a lot of story left to tell. This is only 1986, so we'll see how this all panned out. Overall, another decent episode. Only other thing that happened was Wanda showed up to Franklin telling him she needed a job, and she appreciated if he gave her a job, and basically to run one of his apartment buildings, basically as the apartment manager or whatever, making sure everything is intact. Overall, decent episode. Subscribe to the channel, like the video. Tune in next week.